Hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Silver version for the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. And today we are going back to our absurdly off-screen training file where we've done all sorts of breeding and training and stuff. Way more training and breeding than we'd ever possibly need. Mainly for filling out the Pokedex, but I also figured, I'd breed this Skarmory to have Drill Peck. And as a result, it has a very strong moveset. And here in Gen 2, with the values it got from its training, its stats are a rather good balance of offense and defense for its level. And its typing is new, being Steel. And it's Steel/Flying, and to this day, it's still one of the best defensive walls in all of Pokemon. And mainly due to PP concerns, I went ahead and replaced my Jump Bluff with it. I love my Jump Bluff, but as the Elite Four is a gauntlet fight, and so we're going to need lots of PP. And we've got a pretty balanced team here. All of them have hold items that do something I want. And we could leave and go get something, an item real quick, I suppose, before we get down to business to defeat the Huns. And basically, you can either walk back through Victory Road, which really doesn't take that long, and get you a little extra training, or you can have this old man and his Abra teleport you back to New Bark Town, because you can't actually fly away from the Elite Four's thing, because it's on the Kanto map, and a limitation of the medium or something causes you to not be able to fly from Kanto to Johto. I don't know what the deal with that is, but it should be Wednesday now, so there should be somebody here at Lake of Rage that will give us a special item, at least according to that trainer book. Maybe they're in here? No? I don't know where they're supposed to be. Maybe they're surfing on the lake or swimming in the water. They could be a swimmer, I suppose. Don't tell me I'm gonna have to go get a grass Pokemon and walk up near the hidden powerhouse or some shit. Like, can we just kill it with a Rock Smash? We got so much level difference. Surely it won't live. Okay. Oh my fucking god. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to actually go and grab a Pokemon that has Cut. Motherfucker. Or a Pokemon that can learn Cut real quick. I don't know if I want to spend time switching the boxes if I don't have to. Okay, we'll put away Maxim for now. And we'll... Scyther can learn Cut, surely. He's got fucking blades for arms. That's another Scyther I caught off screen that I tried to win the bug catching contest with, and somehow, even though I caught it at full HP, its stats were deemed too low and I got second place. It was kind of annoying. Scyther is one of those Pokemon I've always thought it's really cool, but in Gen 1, due to it only being available in, I think, the Safari Zone, and then in Gen 2, they're just being new and more interesting Pokemon, it's a Pokemon that I never really got around to using the playthrough. And the other thing about that is here in Gen 2, it's actually got an evolved form, which is one of the new Pokemon, but called Scizor, and it's Bug/Steel. But in order to get Scizor, it's a trade evolution with a hold item trade. So you have to have both the item, which is a very rare item, as well as the ability to trade back and forth with something or someone or yourself to get the damn Pokemon, making it a fairly inaccessible Pokemon. And you know what? I need to just use a Repel, because I don't need to be fighting all these level 17 Flappies. This is ridiculous. Something I've always kind of wondered is, especially in the early generations, but even in later generations, I feel like Rock-type Pokemon are overbalanced. As in, did I get rid of my Repels? Oh, no, there they are, okay. And what I mean by that is, they have some very distinct advantages, but they also just have a lot of disadvantages. And, I just come to feel like most Rock-type Pokemon are really bad, because their stats are really skewed towards not being good. But even more than that, their moves, Rock-type moves, often have moderate to moderately high power. And here he is. Okay, this is the guy we were looking for. Well, how do you do? Seeing as how it's Wednesday today, I'm Wesley of Wednesday. Pleased to meet you. Please take a souvenir. Clark received Black Belt. Black Belt beefs up the power of fighting moves. So it's pretty useful. It's a 10% increase to fighting type moves. We could give it to our Sudowoodo, since he has Low Kick and Rock Smash, and power those moves up slightly. Might come in handy for him. Although, I still think I want him to be our Amulet Coin holder, because I would rather make more money off of the Elite Four than have slightly stronger Low Kick, slightly stronger Rock Smash. I actually even considered getting rid of Rock Smash, replacing it with something like Ice Punch for him, which I might still do, but since I can do that at any time, it's not really a must-do, you know? It's like, it's one of those things like, okay, maybe I'll do that later. Because we can also technically go back and buy the Rock Smash TM at Goldenrod if we actually need it. And I think we're actually getting pretty low on places that actually need it, since we've been almost everywhere. And, yeah. But yeah, now to get back to the Elite Four, since we actually came back to Johto, we just do a little bit of surfing. And you might be thinking, well, how are you going to get over the waterfall? Well, the thing is the second we enter into Johto, even though we should be we're close enough, you know, if we could fly from here to Lavender Town, way over on the left side of the map, we should easily be able to fly to New Bark Town. But, you know, the way it works is, once you're on the Kanto map, you can only fly to places on the Kanto map. So, the one place we've been in Kanto is the Indigo Plateau. As a result, that's where we can fly. And now, without any further flimflammery, we will get to business with the Elite Four. No, you're not. Wait, did Lorelei put a mask on or something? Welcome to Pokemon League, Clark. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Will. Oh. Oh, and you're a redhead. So are you like my friend Will from real life that I met in college, who was a comedic asshole, and eventually told me I was, after being really good friends for like 8 years. He told me I've always been toxic all along, and he secretly hated me all along, and yada yada yada. We're no longer friends. Oh, you use psychic types, huh? And at last he's been accepted into the Elite Four, huh? And can only keep getting better, huh? Losing is not an option. So, what, did you come and beat Lorelei like a redheaded stepchild? And take her place? I guess so. Man, he's wearing an awful lot of red. And a black mask and a black vest. Quite dapper looking. Oh, and he's got the new Pokemon Xatu, which we actually have one of because I used it to fill out the Pokedex. It's Psychic/Flying and it has pretty good stats. None of them, it doesn't hold a candle to Kadabra or Alakazam. And also it's weak to rocks, so assuming we don't hit ourselves in confusion, we should be able to one-shot it with our Sudowoodo, King Petrus. Oh, no. Oh, that's okay. Okay, now assuming that we live through that, which we might not, because our special defense stat is not anything to write home about. Oh, okay, well, thank you, level advantage, and EV advantage. Hot damn, call the police and the fireman. We double dipped on advantages there. We had a super effective move that targeted his weaker defense stat. Uh-oh, that's a grass type. Grass/psychic. Whatever will we do? Well, we'll put Drill Duke to use. You see, grass is weak to flying. Steel is resistant to psychic. So Exeggutor is about to get completely eradicated. And even if he does live, he wouldn't be able to hurt Drill Duke basically at all. Let's see, Slowbro. Water/psychic. Really high stats, except for his speed. Pretty good Pokemon. Gotta wonder why an Elite Four member doesn't have a Slowking, but you know, whatever. They are technically alternate evolution paths. I was wrong earlier when I said that Slowbro evolves into Slowking. It's actually Slowpoke has an alternative evolution path, and Slowking is like a slightly more offensive version of Slowbro, but still ultimately the same Pokemon, more or less, in terms of battle prowess. At least in this generation. Oh, Jinx, an ice psychic, you say? Well, we have just the answer for you, Mr. Will. See, he's a psychic user, but all of his psychics have been hybrid psychics. They have an exploitable type where we don't even need what's super effective to psychics. We only need what's super effective against his hybrids. A prime example of why dual typing can sometimes be a downfall if you lean too heavily into it. Well, look, another Xatu. Well, you know what we can do against that, right? The same exact thing we did to the first one. And this one's only 2 levels higher. The Xatu is technically his ace. And he's going with the same strategy of confusing us, hoping we hit ourselves, and then beating us with Psychic. Which he might do. If he crits us, I think he could kill Sudowoodo. But Psychic's not a high crit chance move. Oh. Well, okay. Fair's fair, right? He is an Elite Four member. Surely this is a sign of his skill. No, he's not even going to bother with confusing our Octillery. But honestly, his Xatu, there's no way in hell his Xatu has the stats to actually stand up to our Octillery. Even without level difference, it wouldn't be that good of a matchup for him. I can't believe it. Yeah, well I can. Oh, look at that delicious 8,400 money because of the amulet coin. It's amazing. Even though I was defeated, I won't change my course. I will continue battling until I stand above all trainers. Now, Clark, move on and experience the true ferocity of the Elite Four. Well, are you secretly my rival wearing a mask or something? Because you talk exactly like him. You say, you know, I'm gonna, even though I lost to you and I didn't even stand a chance, I'm gonna be the best someday. Like, I guess it's nice to have dreams, but, you know, you could at least make your dreams realistic or something. Okay, and we've got a limited amount of healing resources, so we might have to start being careful with them. But I think we'll be okay. Alright, so you don't look like Bruno, and there's trees. Are there anything in the trees? I always like these trees. Think about how big this arena must be if he's got these full-size trees in here, because remember, the small trees that get nowhere with cut are like big enough to block a person's path. But then the headbutt trees are slightly bigger than that and are considered to be full-size trees. So, like, these are bigger than that. These take up 4 squares. So, like, they gotta be ridiculously big. I am Koga of the Elite Four. I live in shadows, a ninja. My intricate style will confound and destroy you. Confusion, sleep, poison. Prepare to be the victim of my sinister technique. Pokemon is not merely about brute force. You shall see soon enough. This guy sounds like a fucking competitive chowderhead. And he leads with an Ariados, a Pokemon we cannot get in Silver version. It evolves from Spinarak, and it has, like, I think 2 good stats, and the rest are like 40, and so it's actually a really, really weak Pokemon. It's slower than our Sudowoodo, for God's sake, and he's a rock type. Like, I know he's got level advantage, but he's a rock type. They are not known for their speed. Alright, amulet coin secured. Okay, Fortress. We've got one of those. We evolved it to complete the Pokedex. It evolves from Pineco, and it is a Bug/Steel type Pokemon, making it exceptionally good against Psychic types, although it has no Bug type moves. But a consequence of its dual typing is it's quadruple weak to fire, and so it stands no chance at living through this flamethrower. It has 0 chance. Muck. Let's see. Let's take Muck on with our Espeon. He's a poison type. The old poison type. Koga is still using the same type largely as he was when he was a gym leader back in Gen 1. But yeah, now Muck is being fried by Psychic. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Venomoth. Yeah, we don't even need to change Pokemon. Poison Bug. Absolutely annihilated. Oh, Crobat, eh? It's one of the fastest Pokemon of all time, and it looks to be Koga's new ace at level 44. Well, it's no match for us. Ah, you have proven your worth. And even more money than the first Elite Four guy. I subjected you to everything I could muster, but my efforts failed. I must hone my skills. Go on to the next room and put your abilities to the test. Yeah, Lava. Are we about to face a Dragon-type user? Oh, no. It's a guy, a big beefy guy in swim trunks. Bruno, is that you? Oh, hey, Bruno's back. He's still on the Elite Four. Now he's the third member of the Elite Four. So I guess what happened is Agatha died of old age. Bruno moved up to her spot. Then they must have had tryouts, and Koga and Will, I guess, proved to be really good. Because Lorelai's no longer on the team. So I guess they were better than Lorelai. Like, Will replaced her, and Bruno replaced Agatha, and Koga moved into the empty slot. I guess Lance is still the best, eh? I always train to the extreme because I believe in our potential. That is how we became strong. Can you withstand our power? I see no fear in you. You look determined. Perfect for battle. Ready, Clark? You will bow down to our overwhelming power. Hoo-ha! Now, it's funny because we fight Koga and he's like, it's not about pure strength. And then the next guy is the guy deemed to be better than him, and he's like, it's about pure strength. Oh look, he's sporting a Hitmontop at level 42. We've got one of those. Ours isn't level 42, but you know, hey. Uh-oh. It's digging. That's gonna hit our Sudowoodo for super effective damage. But I kinda wanna stay in to see just how hard it'll hit. Because it does play off of physical. But yeah, look, our Sudowoodo's defense is so high, he didn't give a shit. Nope, he's gonna do it again. Okay, well, you know, whatever. Look at him, he said it was about raw power, but he's using this one-turn invulnerability move that's like a strategic play. Which, if we had the move Earthquake, we could hit him with Earthquake and kill him while he was underground. But, I didn't feel like teaching Earthquake. Rather just take it on the chin. Oh, it's a Hitmonlee! Well, let's see how our Rock fares against a fighting type that has some of the strongest fighting moves in the entire, series here. Oh, Double Kick. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, the answer is not too well. However, Hitmonlee has like no defenses, so oh, that's gonna kill us. No. Well, I just wanted to see. I wanted to show off the raw power of Sudowoodo, and I think I showed it. But now we have the ultimate Bruno killer in our Skarmory. Now look at that. You can force him to miss high jump kick and take damage. Makes high jump kick a really bad move. Now, fighting type will actually be neutral effective against the Skarmory, because Steel is weak to fighting, but Skarmory's physical defense is so high that neutral hits aren't going to do anything to it. Hitmonchan here has Fire Punch, which will be super effective, and will hit its lower defense stat, but Hitmonchan's special attack is so low that it's also going to be effectively like him punching a brick wall, even if he had lived through being hit with super effective damage. Oh look, an Onix. That's normally bad news for birds, right? It's a rock type. It's how Bruno balances his team. But unfortunately for Onix, the Steel type is super effective against rocks. And so he stands zero chance at beating our Skarmory. Absolutely can't do anything to our Skarmory. It's amazing. Machamp, Bruno's Ace. And also a Trade Evolution. And yeah, Machamp is slow. And his defenses are mediocre. And the only stats on him that are pretty good are his attack and his HP. So he's about to die. He's about to turbo die. Oh, hey. Good on you, Machamp. You lived. Hey, that's one of the strongest fighting moves of all time. It's a 100 power, high crit chance move. Whew. Sure does hurt. Oh, hey, look, he's healing mid-combat. With a max potion. Not a super potion. The Elite Four sure has gotten better since Gen 1. Kind of wild, though. I think if our Skarmory was at level 46, that cross-chop crit might have actually killed us. Guess that's a testament to how high Machamp's attack stat is. But, you know, cross-chop is 100 power, 80 accuracy, fighting type move. High crit chance. So with stab from fighting, it's a 150 power move. So when it crits, it's a 300 power move. Very, very powerful. Why? How could we lose? Well, you see, I had a bird. Having lost, I have no right to say anything. Go face your next challenge. Oh, yep. Stoic like last gen. Okay. Now we gotta revive our amulet coin holder because I want money. And now, actually, for this next fight, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna change my amulet coin holder. And change it to Maxim. And then I'm gonna give that black belt to our Sudowoodo. A lot less fanfare for the 4th Elite Four member. But that's not Lance. What's going on here? I am Karen of the Elite Four. You have long blonde hair or long white hair? You're Clark. How amusing. I love dark-type Pokemon. So in Japanese, she says she loves evil Pokemon. Yeah. I find their wild, tough image to be so appealing, and they're so strong. Think you could take them? Just try to entertain me. Let's go. So we've got a new type user on the Elite Four. She has her entire type is dedicated to this new dark type. And as you can see, she's wearing basically a nightgown that is like the shortest skirt allowable in the 90s. And she starts with Umbreon. Dark type Eevee evolution. Very high defenses. Oh, it missed its sand attack. How about that? That's good news for us. Well, dark types are weak to fighting, but Umbreon's defense is ridiculously high. So this isn't going to be easy. Dark types also target the special defense. They use special attack, so they target special defense. So it's actually going to be able to hurt our Sudowoodo quite a bit. Oh, and it's using some of its Stoller set. Umbreon learns Confused Ray, Moonlight, Feint Attack. It can have Bite left over from being an Eevee. Feint Attack can't miss. There's 60 power, 90 power for a dark type. Surprised that Karen didn't elect to heal it. Ah, Vileplume, that's not a dark type. Well, there's only so many dark types that they introduced. But it looks the part, but it's actually Grass Poison. So this is where we're going to get our amulet coin user in on the fun. Digging the new Elite Four battle theme. It's not as cool as the Team Rocket theme, honestly, but hey, few Pokemon tracks are. Oh, a Murkrow. That's a flying dark type. It's got pretty good stats. I mean, all dark types, by the way, are immune to psychic type moves. But this Rock Slide should settle its hash. Swing. Being over-leveled has its benefits. Gengar, that's not a dark type. But I guess it looks the part. Houndoom is dark/fire. And is one of the best Pokemon introduced in Gen 2. It has really good stats, really good speed, really good special attack. Pretty good physical attack, I'm pretty sure, too. Being dark/fire, it's immune to psychics. And, yeah, it's pretty good. And it comes with a new move, Crunch, which is 80 power dark type move that can lower your special defense occasionally. Very, very powerful move. However, being a Hellhound and have fire, it's weak to water. So that settles Karen's Ace's hash. And we get another level 50 Pokemon. Huzzah! Elite Four Karen was defeated. Well, aren't you good? I like that in a trainer. $9,400. Strong Pokemon, weak Pokemon. That is only the selfish perception of people. Truly skilled trainers should try to win with their favorites. I like your style. You understand what's important. Go on, the champion is waiting. Okay, I guess we better heal up because the champion could be anyone, right? As far as the champion goes, why don't we just use our starter? You know, he's been with us the whole game, he's put up with being in the box while we trained for 100 hours. Oh, no forced walk forward, huh? They replaced the statues of dragons with statues of Pokeballs. Interesting. Oh, but hey, look, it's Lance. I've been waiting for you. Clark. I knew that you, with your skills, would eventually reach me here. There's no need for words now. We will battle to determine who is the stronger of the two of us. As the most powerful trainer, and as the Pokemon League champion, I, Lance, the Dragon Master, accept your challenge. Oh boy. Look how he has his cape spread like wings. That confident smirk, he looks like a vampire almost. And leads with a Gyarados. That's not a dragon type, you silly Billy. Well, suck a Thunder Punch. You're dead. And we crit it. We didn't need to crit it, but we crit it. Gotta love it. Aerodactyl. That's a rock/flying type. A think it'll be faster than us, but we're going to go ahead and start our rollout. Should be neutral. Oh, it's super effective. Oh, Rock Slide's going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot, actually. What's more is Aerodactyl can't actually learn Rock Slide. And you might think, well, maybe he bred an Aerodactyl to have Rock Slide. Well, that is also impossible, because any Pokemon that can actually breed into Aerodactyl can also not learn Rock Slide. And so, Lance has an Aerodactyl that knows Rock Slide, a move that is impossible for it to know. Will we live? It did 82 last time. Will it do 82 again? Or is our Typhlosion streams up in smoke? Our Typhlosion streams are up in smoke. Sad time. I should have just Thunder Punched it. I'm stupid. Well, we can make up for that. We can just Thunder Punch it this time. Oh, a Dragonite, huh? Bro, how do you have a Dragonite at level 47? Lance is a stinky cheater. Well, my theory is that the Elite Four chooses to battle you in, like, rooms that limit their power by, like, 1/2 or something, and that all of their Pokemon are actually in the 90s and 80s. Because it just doesn't make sense to have these. Some of them are even the same members, or, you know, Dremeliers from previous generation. They've had 3 more years to train and improve the power of their teams. How could they possibly not... Ooh, Quick Claw proc. Gotta love it. But yeah, how could they possibly not make it through? You know, make really strong teams. And I like this theory because it would also explain how Lance is actually the champion, considering how strong the trainer who should actually be the champion is. And obviously we could be doing quadruple damage to these Dragonites with Aurora Beam from our Octillery. But I've always enjoyed doing neutral damage to them, or super effective damage to them with rocks. And honestly, I was surprised that Cleopatra has lasted this long. But, meh. Paralysis isn't always an inhibitor. And man, these Quick Claw procs are pretty awesome. And you got a crit! So much for your Ace Dragonite there, bud. Oh hey, Charizard. I was gonna Thunder Punch you with my Typhlosion and make a joke out of you. Or actually roll out you. I was really hoping that Typhlosion would live with 1 HP and continue to roll out Lance's team. But I was silly. Oh look, another Quick Claw proc. Goodbye, Lance's entire team. You have been Thunder Punched to death. Yeah. Half his team is just literally Flying type that is all completely destroyed by electricity. And then, you know, one of them even being quad weak to it. And then all of his 3 Dragonites, they take neutral damage from electricity. So you can't go wrong using an electric type against him. Because he's basically... People have made the comparison a dozen times now, but he's basically a bird keeper. He's a very advanced bird keeper. He's not actually... Dragon is like the secondary typing of his team. He's not angry that he's lost. In fact, he feels happy. Happy that he witnessed the rise of a great new champion. And we forgot to use dang old Espeon for the amulet coin. What a maroon I was. I should have put it on my Typhlosion. Ah, well. Whew. You have become truly powerful, Clark. Your Pokemon have responded to your strong and upstanding nature. As a trainer, you will continue to grow strong with your Pokemon. Oh no, it's all over! Professor Oak, if you weren't so slow! Ah, Clark. It's been a long while. You certainly look more mature. Your conquest of the League is just fantastic. Your dedication, trust, and love for your Pokemon made this happen. Your Pokemon were outstanding too. Because they believed in you as a trainer, they persevered. Congratulations, Clark. Let's interview the brand new champion. This is getting to be a bit too noisy. Clark, could you come with me? Oh wait, we haven't done the interview! Oh, this looks a little more advanced than the computer in Gen 1. It's been a long time since I last came here. This is where we honor the League champions for all eternity. But what happens when its hard drive dies, man? Couldn't you carve a statue out of me or something? I'd last longer. Their courageous Pokemon are also inducted. Here today, we witness the rise of a new League champion. A trainer who feels compassion for and trust in his Pokemon. A trainer who succeeded through perseverance and determination. The new League champion, who has all the makings of greatness. Clark, allow me to register you and your partners as champions. Saving record. Don't turn off. Congratulations, Typhlosion. You beat a Gyarados and you mostly beat an Aerodactyl. New Hall of Famer, Boomlord. Excellent. New Hall of Famer, Cleopatra, the Ampharos. Hell yeah. New Hall of Famer, King Petrus, the Sudowoodo. New Hall of Famer, Jilduke, the Skarmory. New Hall of Famer, Maxim the Espeon. And then there's Clark, who has seen 211 Pokemon and owns 161 Pokemon. Professor Oak's rating. Have you met Kurt? His custom Pokeball should help. And it's like, okay, Professor Oak, 3 years ago, you thought there were only 150 Pokemon. 151 since you probably knew about Mew. I now have 10 more Pokemon than that. I have done literally a better job possible than the previous champion from 3 years ago. Why? Do you not think I'm amazing? Well, now we get the credit roll. And, I guess they just wanted us to feel good about ourselves with the credit roll or something, but this is technically only halfway through the game. Although some people, because the credits roll, they consider everything after this to be the post-game. And I don't consider this to be the end of the game, or the stuff after this to be the post-game, because as you can see, we'd only seen 211 Pokemon. And so the only possible way you could possibly complete the Pokedex before the Elite Four, the first fight for the Elite Four, that is if you traded from somebody else who did the post game, and has like gold version, and they just trade you all the Pokemon that you can't even run into yet. And since, regardless of if you trade or not, because trading is a technicality, there's no actual way for you to complete the Pokedex before beating the Elite Four in Generation 2. And so, that makes this first beating of the Elite Four not the end of the game, literally. right? You're called to both take the Pokemon League Challenge and to complete the Pokedex. The Pokedex is optional, but you know, you can't consider the game complete because you couldn't actually even complete it. Like, you know, you can't have done everything in the game there is to do. You can't have caught all the Pokemon this early. But regardless, the credits roll, the screen pops in, we're treated to this beautiful crescendo music again, and Pokemon Silver version for the 30th anniversary of Pokemon is not over. Now we're back in New Barktown, just as if nothing had ever happened. And we could go right back to the Elite Four and beat them again. I might do that just to get all of our team to level 50, even though we don't really need to do that. But now, let's check in with our mom. Like, Mom, I'm the champion now. Oh, Professor Elm's calling. Hello, Clark. I have something here for you. Could you swing by my lab? See you later. Hi, welcome home. You're trying very hard, I see. I've kept your room tidy. Or is this about money? No, we don't need any money right now. No, it's not daylight savings time till next month. Wait, you know, she said she bought some Pokedolls and put them in our room. Let's see what our room looks like now. I don't see those dolls anywhere. Weird. Huh. Well, maybe she brought herself a Hitachi massage wand. Clark, there you are. I called because I have something for you. See, it's an SS ticket. Now you can catch Pokemon in Kanto. Clark received SS ticket. The ship departs from Olivine City. But you knew that already, Clark. After all, you've traveled all over with your Pokemon. Give my regards to Professor Oak in Kanto. Okay, so no acknowledgement from Professor Elm that we're literally the Pokemon League champion. But literally, he's just like, okay, go experience the second half of the game. And we might as well. And we could have come down this walking path earlier, and that's why he said you should know this already. And I guess we could have, like, fished or surfed right here or something. But, you know, these aren't trainers. They tell us about the SS Aqua. Uses jets to skim over the waves. Sounds more like a hovercraft. There are lots of Pokemon in Kanto. I wish I could go. Welcome to Fast Ship, SS Aqua. Will you be boarding today? Yes. May I see your SS ticket, sir? Clark flashed the SS ticket. That's it. Thank you, sir. We're departing soon. Please get on board. Swing. Oh. Whoa. Excuse me, son. I was in a hurry. My granddaughter is missing. She's just a wee girl. If you see her, please let me know. And now, basically, we're on what's the equivalent of the SS Anne. You know, it even looks to have similar modeling, even though it's the SS Aqua. And it's full of trainers. But yeah, it is actually moving towards Kanto now. And every trainer on this SS Anne is going to have fully evolved Pokemon that, I guess, for some reason, are comparable to the 5th, 6th, and 7th gym and power level. I don't know why that is. Ooh, a Golem. Let's give Golem the old Espeon nudge. I can't recall if that's the first golem we've seen. I think not. There was another trainer that had one somewhere along the way. But yeah, so we're now in the second half of the game, and I don't know why the trainers on the SS Aqua are going to be mediocre. Why, you know, you've beaten the Elite Four, you have to have beaten the Elite Four to be on this ship, so couldn't they at least throw some like level 40s at us or something? But I'm pretty sure they're all going to be in the 30s. And basically the SS Aqua will get to where it's going. After you find that businessman's daughter. And basically, your cabin's bed will function as a Pokemon Center, and there's a PC so you can get Pokemon if you feel you needed to alter your team in any way. Or if, like, you notice that these trainers are weak and you want to train up some other stuff to, like, say, flesh out the Pokedex, since you're not a madman like me. This is also a reason why a lot of people don't even bother filling out the Pokedex as much as possible until after they've beaten the Elite Four once, is because it's impossible to complete it, so, you know, without any excessive amount of trading, so why would you? You know, why would you try? And, oh geez. Oh yeah, I guess Ghost is actually based off of physical attack for whatever reason. So alright. We should only use it if we're fighting other psychic types, I suppose. Or something with really high special defense, I guess. Also, I never thought about before, but, you know, Lance pulling you away from Mary, the radio host, because it's too noisy or whatever. I wonder how that goes down in Japanese. But subtext for it seems to be that, Lance might not want it broadcast that he lost. So, that's an interesting angle to think about, huh? Hey, son, want to battle with me? Yeah, I guess so. Why not? I'm all for kicking bald dudes' asses. Oh, a Delibird. I guess if this were gold version, this would be your first time seeing a Delibird. But we're playing the superior version, silver version, so we have a Delibird. We can actually catch a Delibird. I suppose you could make a slight argument that since completing the Pokedex isn't possible without trading in the first place, that the first time you beat the Elite Four is the end of the game, and that this is the post-game. Because since you can only catch, like, tops, like, you know, like 220 or something. Hey, look, it's our first time seeing a Teddiursa. And, that's because it's a gold version exclusive. At least in the North American version. And the original releases of the game, it's a silver version exclusive swapped with Phanpy. And they changed it for North American release, and I don't know why. But either way, these little girls have both of them. So one way or the other, you're seeing Pokemon you haven't seen before, regardless of your version. Twins Meg and Peg. Naming a little girl Peg, how could you? Hello, son. I can't find my granddaughter. If she's on the ship, that's okay, but what if she fell overboard? She's an energetic child, so she may be bugging someone. I'm worried. Oh, We'll find her. 'Cause we're the best. Hey guy, could I get you to look for my buddy? He's goofing off somewhere, that lazy bum. I want to go find him, but I'm on duty right now. Oh. And you're not even going to let us by. Like, you're not giving us a choice. We've got to go find his buddy regardless. Are you his buddy? Are you his buddy? Okay. So do we just have to go through literally every room again until we find this guy's buddy? Are you his buddy? No, you're clearly a passenger. Are you his buddy? Oh, this sounds like the buddy. Sailor Stanley. With Machop. Well, goodbye, Machop. I hardly knew ye. Oh, a Psyduck, you say? Well, he's not Psychic type yet, but I'll hit him with Shadow Ball anyway. Actually, I don't think his line actually becomes Psychic. They just learn Psychic moves, and it's weird. I feel like Psyduck and Golduck should both be Water Psychic. And the fact that they're not, it is truly weird. In fact, they should have been the Water Psychic Pokemon, and fucking Starmie and Staryu should have just been pure water. To me, it makes no sense that Starmie is Psychic type. Being a sailor, I have to do physical labor. It's exhausting. Okay, so that's what we needed in order to move along. Did our Espeon get to 50? No, not quite. Okay, fuck you, bitch. You may have seen a little girl go by. Okay. And it looks like they've got a partial glass floor so we can, like, look down into the water. Oh, wasn't expecting that. Oh, it's a Picnicker. Picnicker Deborah. And she's got a level 33 Seeking. We will fangoriously devour. With our entire team, that puts the Pokemon League champions to shame. You're right, I'm too strong. Big cities in Kanto. Oh, that's nice. Nothing beats a battle when I'm on my break. Sailor Jeff. With Eradicate. Hey, how did our PP get restored? Did I take a rest in our cabin bed or something? Why did our PP, like on Psychic, like we've used it at least 6 times now? I'm confused. I am so confused. I'm also a little bit miffed that my Typhlosion didn't do better against Lance. I was really banking on rollout working out for me. I guess it would have gone slightly better, possibly, if I'd Thunder Punched the Aerodactyl to just kill it, because it would have taken super effective damage and probably died in a single hit. No, he's seasick. Oh, but he's still gonna battle us. And then I would have started the rollout, which would have been super effective against all the Dragonites. And then he would only had to live through like 2 hits from the Dragonites, which I guess they would have hit him with Outrage. Although they might have possibly paralyzed him, because they have Thunder Wave. So it might have still gone bad for him. But I feel like he could have taken out at least half of Lance's team with Thunder Punch alone. I mean, you saw what Ampharos did, and I mean, she is more durable than Typhlosion, but I don't know. And dude, this Seasick guy's Pokemon aren't even in the 30s. How dare he? How dare he have weak Pokemon? This makes me feel like they actually intended for you to be able to get on the SS Aqua way earlier in the game. But then I guess they didn't want to feel like the levels they had intended for the gym leaders of Kanto were gonna, like, I don't know, trivialize the Elite Four or something. Next time he's taking the Magnet Train. There's nothing in there. Not even puke, huh? Let's go ahead and switch over to King Petrus, start getting him caught up. And while we do that, let's take the amulet coin and put it on him, because we want money. And we'll give the black glasses back to Maxim to enhance the power of his bite attack. Oh wait, we don't, let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, is that it? Is the SS Aqua actually smaller than the SS Anne? Sure seems like it. Hey, look, there's a little girl by the captain. Captain, play with me, please. I'm bored, I want to play more. Hi, will you play with me? Oh, Grandpa's worried about me? I have to go. I have to go find Grandpa. Grandpa, here I am. I was playing with the captain and this guy. Clark, was it? I heard you entertained my granddaughter. I want to thank you for that. I know, I'd like you to have this. Clark received metal coat. Fast ship SS Aqua has arrived in Vermilion City. We're traveling around the world. I had lots of fun playing. And the metal coat powers up steel-type moves. And it's also the hold item that you have to give to Onyx or Scyther before you trade them to evolve them into Steelix and Scizor. But since we're not going to be able to trade, we might as well just give it to our Skarmory to power up his Steel Wing move. We didn't get to talk to the captain, so let's talk to the captain. Ooh, thanks for coming along. Keeping that little girl amused was exhausting. Well, at least this captain's not seasick. I mean, he looks exactly like the captain of the SS Anne, but he can't be, because he's not seasick. So how about that? We beat every trainer aboard the SS Aqua, and didn't even have to rest in our bed. And now we're docked at Vermilion City. And I'll be damned if we don't at least make use of our bed once, because we were given a ticket on this luxury liner. We're going to sleep in the luxury bed, damn it. We've been traipsing through mountains. Hey, this dock is different. Oh. Sorry, you can't board now. You came from Johto? I hear many rare Pokemon live over there. Oh, the docks at Vermilion sure have changed. Fast ship sails on Wednesdays and Sundays every week. I think for your very first ride, though, it doesn't matter what day of the week it is. Skilled trainers gather in Kanto. Gym leaders are especially strong. They won't be easy to defeat. Snorlax is snoring peacefully. Man, Snorlax got bigger over from Generation 1 to 2. You know, in Gen 1 he only took up one square in the road, but now he's taking up 4 squares. What a fat ass. Well, let's see. We've got different radio stations here in Kanto. Today's Wednesday, so chill out to Pokemon Lullaby. Well, that's not gonna wake a... Pokemon up. Places and People, brought to you by me, DJ Lily. Cool Trainer Gwen is always happy. Picnicker Liz is precocious. Leader Chuck is cute. Route 14 is just my type. Pewter City is precocious. Pallet Town is definitely odd. Bugcatcher Dawn is quite noisy. Route 12 is just my type. Cerulean City is just so-so. Cinnabar Island is right for me? Question mark. Cinnabar Island is always happy. Kimono Girl Kyoko is definitely odd. Elite Four Bruno is sort of okay. What the fuck is this radio station, man? Okay, well, the lullaby is not going to wake it up. Let's switch that radio off. Gotta hear our Vermilion Town theme. There are 8 gyms in Kanto. That big building is Vermilion's Pokemon Gym. Over many years, Diglett dug a large tunnel. That tunnel goes to a distant town. If you say so. Well, you might think we have to go get cut, but this is Gen 2, so we already have Surf. And we can just surf around the bush. Yo, Champin' Bacon. You lucked out this time. Lieutenant Surge is very cautious. He has traps in all over the gym. But the traps aren't active right now. You'll have no problem getting the Lieutenant Surge. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, are these the same trainers as 3 years ago? Lieutenant Surge recognized my potential with electric Pokemon. Think you can beat me? Well, I'm the Pokemon League champion, so... I'm pretty sure I can. Guitarist Vincent. Oh, we've got a remix of the OG Pokemon theme. Because we're in Kanto. Tickles the nostalgia, doesn't it? Voltorb. Oh, level 33. Using Rollout. Oh, another Magnemite, huh? You know, Wiseman wonders why these aren't fully evolved, if this guy has potential. Not expecting Elite 4 level Pokemon in a gym, but like, come on man, like, at least evolve them. You're supposed to be... The fat guy next to Snorlax said that Kanto has strong trainers. Well, at least this one's got fully evolved. Bro, why are you trying to use rock-type moves in an electric gym? Did Gen 2 make the mistake of making the Voltorb line unable to learn electric moves naturally or some shit again? Probably. It is a little bit funny though. It's like, come on, my Sudowoodo is pure rock. You can hit him with electric. He doesn't have the ground typing. Kinda wonder though, was this the guy from Gen 1 that just had 4 Voltorbs back then or something? You're dang right you were overpowered. Oh, is he now? That's correct, I'm here to defeat Lieutenant Surge. See, the gentleman is the gentleman, and he's still in the same space, and he's still using a Pikachu. It's level 37 Pikachu. At least he has the excuse that he has to buy a Thunderstone, which he might not be able to afford. Ah, double team. Evasion. That could be vexing. Ooh, Thunderbolt. Natural electric attack. Kudos to you, gentleman. Ooh, a Flaffy. But my question is, why isn't your Flaffy an Ampharos already, my good man, my good chum? You have missed out on it being able to learn Thunder Punch. Gentleman Gregory was defeated. When I was still in the army, Lieutenant Surge saved my life. If the gem's tracks were working, he would have been toast. Hey, little boy, I have to hand it to you. It may not be very smart to challenge me, but it takes guts. When it comes to electric Pokemon, I'm #1. I've never lost on the battlefield. I'll zap you just like I did my enemies in war. Oh, hey! New Kanto... Gym Leader music. Or at least a sexy remaster. And he's bulked up his team. He no longer just has a Raichu and a Magnemite and a Voltorb. He's got a level 44 Raichu. More powerful than the first 2 Elite Four members, right there, with his very first lead Pokemon. In fact, his Raichu could probably solo Elite Four Will. Hell, his Raichu could give half of Lance's team a run for its money. He took out Sudowoodo. Well, that's okay. Let's see. Oh, just get him with Espeon. Espeon is good people. Maxim's a good dog. Oh, Electrode, you say? Okay. Well, Electrode's only claim to fame is speed, so our Espeon outlevels him by too much and is too close in speed set to be outspeeded by your measly level 40 Electrode. Magneton, eh? Well... also, only level 40. At least he's raised them, though. And evolved them, too. Now, surprisingly, this will be neutral damage with Stab, and so it will likely just kill his Magneton outright. And Electabuzz. Electabuzz is a very cool Pokemon. Let's have it face off against our Ampharos. Electabuzz is very fast and has fairly high physical and special attack. I think it's like, I want to say it's like 94 special attack, 91 attack, and like 95 speed or something like that. Its defenses are not very high though. Oh no, we've been paralyzed. But look, his Electabuzz is level 46. His Electabuzz could solo Elite Four Will. His Electabuzz could probably also solo Koga. His Electabuzz could probably also beat Bruno, at least until it had to contend with the Onix on the team. Although it might get one-shot by Dig. Although I think he could technically teach it Earthquake if he wanted to. Electabuzz is a very good Pokemon. And interestingly, in later generations, in Gen 2, they gave Electabuzz a baby mode, just like they did in Moltres. And ooh, look, Surge is using cost-effective Hyper Potions. These Kanto gym leaders really are better than they were 3 years ago. No Quick Claw procs for us on Surge. But we do resist Thunder. So this was the play. But yeah, so Electabuzz has a baby form called Elekid that's actually basically a slightly stronger version of Pikachu, more or less, as far as stats go. And that makes it very good. And we'll have to catch an Electabuzz and breed it in order to get what we want and need out of our Pokedex. Two can play at the Swift game. Leader, Lieutenant Surge, was defeated. Arg, you are strong. Okay, boy, you get Thunder Badge. And $9,200. Aw, yeah. Clark received Thunder Badge. Thunder Badge increases Pokemon speed. Consider it proof that you defeated me. You wear it proudly, here. Hey boy, still slugging and chugging away? My Pokemon and I are still at it. No, he didn't give us a TM or anything, I don't think. But hey, look at this. Alright, we got all 8 badges. Oh, they don't show us the badge. There's not a separate badge page for Kanto badges in the original Gen 2, sadly. But it does tell us... Oh, it doesn't tell us. Well, it'll tell us on the save screen. Yeah, there it is. On the save screen, it tells us that we have 9 badges now. And yes, this means we can go all over Kanto and get all 16 badges. But also, since we're in Kanto, what if we wanted to go back to Johto? Well, if we wanted to go back to Johto, we would have to take... Currently, we'd have to wait for Wednesday or Sunday and take the SS Aqua. So we are encouraged to, you know, explore Kanto. However, we can also just fly to the Indigo Plateau. And that old man is gone. But we could just walk back through Victory Road now and walk, you know, back to Johto. And it wouldn't take that long. So we're not, like, locked out of Johto, and we don't have to explore Kanto. And because I'm a stubborn mule, and this is the Elite Four episode, I'm going to show you that we can just actually go rematch the Elite Four again. Anytime we want, at this point. Which basically makes money no issue at all. Especially because of the Amulet Coin. And if we wanted to, they don't say anything new. And their teams currently aren't any better. So that's a little bit sad. But, you know, whatever, right? If we... This would also be our prime way to train at this point, since their Pokemon are trained to Pokemon and given an EXP bonus. So, from here on out, whenever we get a new Pokemon that we want to evolve or use, you know, we're gonna just come to the Elite Four with the XP share and, you know, get them thousands of XP per battle, more or less. And the only reason I'm doing this actually is I'm so salty about my Typhlosion losing to Aerodactyl that I want a rematch with Lance for my Typhlosion, because I am positive, I am irritated that my moveset didn't work out like I wanted it to. Now, interestingly, if it were Thursday, and I had the Heartstone item that you can get from the Thursday lady, then our Typhlosion actually would have killed Aerodactyl with the second rollout hit. And it would have been fantastic. But we didn't have that, so he didn't. But this time around, I'm just going to kill it with Thunder Punch. And you're going to see, I'm going to prove that Typhlosion is amazing against Lance. Maybe not amazing, but amazing. And the reason I want to do it now, and on camera, is just a personality quirk. But also, if we wait to fight the Elite Four again later, after we have all 16 badges, I think they say the same power here in the original Gen 2. In the Gen 4 remaster, they actually, after you get all the Kanto badges, their levels rise significantly into the mid-high 50s, and Lance, I think, has level 60s. Like, I think his Ace Dragonite goes up to 64 or something like that. It's pretty, he gets a pretty solid team later in the remaster, but I think here they're gonna say the same level regardless of how many Kanto badges we get. And I could be misremembering, but basically, if I don't do the Typhlosion rematch now and have a good outcome, then later on down the line, Typhlosion is just going to be, unless I hold him back, like I go put him in the box, he's going to be so over-leveled that anything I do with him will work. So, right now, he's the same level as Lance's Ace, and so to show the efficacy of the moveset I've given him, I want to do it now. But also, I figure, you know, we're close to recording stop time, and I'm kind of like zoning out. And instead of doing any of the new stuff in Kanto while I'm zoning out, you know, we might as well just go back over the Elite Four. Plus, we're going to get all of our Pokemon up to level 50 and feel like badasses. Although some of them are going to start dinging into 51 because we're getting so much XP for refighting the Elite Four here. I thought about, since I wanted to do it, I thought about like depositing my Skarmory and seeing how Jumpluff would do. But the reality is Jumpluff would only be able to fight like 2 or 3 of the Elite Four's Pokemon before he ran out of PP for like Mega Drain and stuff. And he could still be useful after that, but he wouldn't be getting kills on his own. And so it would be kind of annoying. Might still train him up at some point though. Now, the interesting thing about Fortress is it has really high physical defense, as far as I know. Now, the Steel typing gives it neutrality versus Rock, so I don't know if King Petrus will be able to kill it really easily. Oh, hey, look! Those are new to Gen 2, and those changed the Pokemon metagame for years to come, and are very annoying. But I figure I might show you what this thing is intended to do. It's intended to wall basically any physically oriented Pokemon for at least several turns. Now, I think Koga's actually taught it at Explosion, so if you let it stay alive long enough, he will make it use Explosion and kill you. Yeah, but you see, our defense level is going to eat that, no problem. How's that? Hot damn, call the police and the fireman. Muck. I'll just use my Espeon. Oh no! Basically, I don't know if they're different than later gens, but spikes, they basically, I think for the rest of the battle, they hurt any other Pokemon that you switch in. And so they can be really devastating, especially for Pokemon metagaming and competitive play, where like switching out is the most common way to block damage. But at least in later generations, if your Pokemon can fly or levitate, then they're unaffected by spikes. Also in later generations, they added in toxic spikes that inflict the toxic status ailment of super poison on you. But here in Gen 2, I'm not sure exactly how many Pokemon actually even learn spikes. And in general play versus the base game trainers that don't really switch out, it's not usually worth it to use spikes at all, so whatever. But that might also be one of the reasons why Lance's entire team is flying so that his entire team is immune to spikes or something. Maybe they thought about it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Yeah, I know who you are, Bruno. We did this dance before already. And of course, we didn't need to do this, but I didn't technically need to do this Let's Play at all. So, you know, hey, we're just full of optional, we didn't need to do this energy. And I wonder if his Hitmontop is faster than my Skarmory. I don't think so. Oh, it's got a priority move. How about that? He chose to get in a slight amount of damage on me instead of trying to dig. Which was actually a smart play because I was faster. Without Quick Attack, I was faster. So he would have just died before he did dig. Plus, dig wouldn't work on Skarmory anyway, so it would be a bad move. All around. I love Drill Peck. It's one of the best moves of all time. Oh, you gonna cross chop crit my Skarmory and kill it since I didn't heal it between fights? Or are you gonna die in a single Drill Peck this time because I'm a higher level? That's right. No cross chop for you, my friend. Hitmonlee. I'm gonna clown on you with Fly. I don't need the high power of Drill Peck. Fly is almost as strong. And I was hoping to force you to miss your high jump kick. Our Skarmory didn't actually take a single point of damage from Bruno. Oh no, actually it took 3 damage from Hitmontop? Okay, it took 3 damage from Hitmontop, whatever. Oh, Onix didn't die in a single hit this. I guess his high defense worked out for him. I'm surprised that he lived through that, since we have the Metal Coat now. That makes me wonder if the Metal Coat is bugged. What if it's actually reducing the power of Steel Wing instead of enhancing it? And what if I don't want to face my next challenge? What if I want to stay here and bake cookies with you? Okay, so... I'm trying to think about fighting Umbreon here. So we could just use King Petrus again, right? Like he did just fine last time, right? I love how they always say the same exact thing, even though you've been recorded as a champion. They just, like, are they actually secretly robot versions of these trainers that have just been left here to simulate a battle with them while they're actually out living their lives somewhere else in the Pokemon world? Let's just use Rock Slide. It'll be neutral damage. Oh, now it's probably gonna miss. There we go. But the extra damage from Stab, we gotta get Umbreon at least halfway down. Okay, we did not get it at least halfway down. I am truly surprised she doesn't bother healing her Umbreon. In later generations of Pokemon leagues, they often have the Pokemon League, they have like 4 full restores or something, and every time any of their Pokemon get low, they use at least 1 full restore on them. And it's stupidly annoying. But in these earlier generations, they were very reserved and usually only had, I think, a maximum of 2 to 3 items, and it was usually something like 1 full restore, 1 max potion, 1 hyper potion, or something like that, or 1 full heal, 1 full restore, you know, like 1 hyper potion or something like that. And later Pokemon games, you know, they realize how commonly players are using items to just trivialize the game, and decided they wanted the Elite Four to actually do that too, or something. Hello! Almost every stat's over 100 on our Ampharos now. Our Ampharos is thick. You know, there's really no reason to not use Psychic because it's stab super effective against Gengar, but let's see if Espeon can kill it with Shadow Ball due to level difference. Gengar's defensive stats aren't good either way, but we can't. Oh! Oh, that's hilarious to me. I'm God, that's just fucking funny. Oh. I was like, I might not one-shot it, and then he's like, don't worry, I'll finish the job. Oh. I wonder if anyone's ever actually used Curse in competitive play to actually, like, cinch a win or something. It's such a dumb move, though. You cut your HP in half so that your opponent's Pokemon, if they don't switch out, can take 1/4 of their HP every turn. Like, the only way I could see it being useful at all in any setting is if you have 2 Pokemon left and your opponent only has 1 Pokemon left. And then you curse their one that's left, and then finish it off, you know, after your cursed Pokemon will clearly die. Like, that's so funny. Like, obviously she was locked into doing Curse, right? Like, that's what the AI chose for her to do. But it's so funny. It's like, I can't even properly explain how funny it is. We don't really need to heal either of these because we're not gonna fight like that. And I don't have any items that power up electric or rock moves right now, which kind of is a downer for me about my Typhlosion. But it'll be okay. This time Typhlosion's gonna work out. Typhlosion's gonna solo Lance, okay? I'm gonna not lose to the dang freaking Aerodactyl, okay? The illegal Aerodactyl. See, Aerodactyl actually does learn a Rock-type move this generation. It learns the move Ancient Power, which is weaker than Rock Slide, but more accurate. I guess they gave it Rock Slide illegally as a halfway house, because Ancient Power has a like 10% chance or 5% chance or something to do what players refer to as an Omni Boost. It raises every single stat within battle. It's the same as having used an X Attack, X Defense, X Special, and X Speed on your Pokemon. And I guess the worry was that if Aerodactyl did that, it could become too powerful versus the player or something. And they designed these games so that you could beat them, and they didn't want to do that. But yeah, this time I'll be smart. I'm just going to kill the Aerodactyl with Thunder Punch. Oh, it lived. Okay, well, unless it crits me, Typhlosion will be fine. Now, will he go immediately to a Dragonite? That's the question. Yes, he will. And we have half HP, and so that makes our rollout set kind of bad. We could keep Thunder Punching. Let's see. We could also heal and see how much damage we take. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna heal and see how much damage we take. Because he's probably gonna use Outrage. And it's gonna do a lot of damage. Oh no, he went ahead, he went for the paralysis. Okay, that kind of puts a damper on rollout strat, but what if we just luck out with it anyway? Oh, that's not Outrage, that's Twister. Okay, well maybe we can just, like, I don't know if it'll just Thunder Wave us again repeatedly. I mean, it probably will. But Twister is a weak 40 power move. And I think it's bugged to actually be weaker than that even. Okay, so rollout stage 1 is not going to do that much. Oh, but yeah, rollout's not viable unless we set it up on the earlier Pokemon. Because it's gonna... Okay, but yeah, you see proof of theory right here, proof of theory. Right? Maybe for the second hit on Aerodactyl, it would have been, yeah, it would have been more optimal for finishing the Aerodactyl off with rollout to get that first rollout done. For now, we'll switch over to Sudowoodo, and we'll just sack Sudowoodo to heal up our Typhlosion. And then we'll come back in. But yeah, so if I had finished the Aerodactyl off with rollout. Oh, Blizzard, hi. Then we would have been at stage 2 rollout, and we would have gone before the second Dragonite and hit it. And if we'd gotten that crit that we got on that first rollout anyway, and we had the Hard Stone, we probably would have killed it in a single hit. And then his next Dragonite would have come out and got hit by a ×2 power rollout. And yeah, you can make Typhlosion beat Lance at similar levels. It's doable. It's doable. Oh, but yeah, rollout can just miss. It's not ideal. But I feel vindicated slightly. Let's use Flamethrower. Flamethrower is going to be not very effective, but with Stab and the Charcoal we're holding, it's going to be basically as strong as Thunder Punch, because Thunder Punch is neutral without Stab, and it's got a chance to burn. And Hyper Beam and Outrage and Twister, well, actually, I guess Twister goes against Special. But yeah, Hyper Beam, it goes against Physical. And if we can burn the Dragonite, then we're in a good spot. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and keep vindicating myself with potions, baby. Nah, the potions aren't vindication. The vindication is just having beat one of his Dragonites. I know that I could beat his other Dragonites. My strategy could work. It's theoretical, but it could work. Oh hey, Charizard. And we have two options for Charizard. We can go immediately with Rollout, or with Thunder Punch. That'll be basically 150 power move, because it's super effective. But But Charizard actually has lower physical defense and is quadruple weak to Rollout. So Rollout is actually going to be, 30 times 4, which it's going to be, 120 power right off the bat, and get stronger every turn. So Thunder Punch is still going to be stronger, but Rollout's actually going to target his weaker defense. Of course, using Rollout locks us away from being able to heal. So it's kind of bad, but I guess his Charizard is faster than us because we're paralyzed. It's irritating. Either way, we beat his Charizard. You can see that. You can see my moveset is smart. It's like Typhlosion's not an ideal matchup against Lance's team, but the moveset is smart. The moveset works. You can win with Typhlosion. And in the old days, I just overleveled my Typhlosion and spammed Swift, so that works too. Typhlosion's my favorite. Oh wow, Fire Blast. Hardly ever see him do that. Because usually I use Typhlosion against him, and it's not a good move. Against Skarmory it is, though. Lance is smart enough to have Skarmory check. Okay. Well, since I don't really care at this point, we'll just send max him out. We'll heal our Typhlosion's paralysis, and if his Dragonite actually kills our Espeon, then he's earned it. Oh, hey look, we can't inflict status elements last Dragonite. How about that? We can just kill it with Psychic, though. Like, it'll probably live through at least one. Yeah. There's the Outrage. Yeah, I want Typhlosion to finish him off. Although, his Outrage isn't strong enough to kill our Espeon for some reason. I guess because it's going against Special. So I might not get what I want. Oh, yay! Full Restore. Hell yeah! There we go. Of course, if Espeon crits, I think the Dragonite will die anyway. So it's kind of like, meh. And you missed the Hyper Beam. Are you serious? I'm giving you every opportunity to defeat my Espeon. And you're just not wanting to take it, you bastard. Okay, now it wasn't ideal Vindication because I didn't effortlessly sweep his team with Rollout like I wanted, but it's Vindication enough. Suck it, Lance. Typhlosion beat half his team, and if he wasn't smart and swapped into Charizard after Aerodactyl, obviously Typhlosion with Thunder Punch and Rollout can just... you can invalidate half of Lance's team with Typhlosion, and you can probably beat at least one of his Dragonites pretty consistently. So, Typhlosion is not a bad starter for Lance. We put that myth to bed. And now we use Turbo to get out of this, because we don't need to see it twice. Right? Woo! It's all the same Hall of Famers as before. It's the same credit roll as before. Woo! Yay, we did it, Reddit. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay safe and have a great day. And next time, we'll do more Kanto. Or who knows, maybe I'll fight Lance for a third time before I Typhlosion, just hoping to show you the Typhlosion sweep that I know is possible in my heart of hearts. Anywho, play Pokemon Silver for the 30th anniversary of Pokemon, and again, stay safe and have a great day.